Hey, David here with DIY mountain bike. Today I'm going to talk about PRESTA valves. PRESTA valves versus Shrader valves. Differences, why, any benefits. A lot of people don't like the PRESTAs. A lot of people, in fact, will drill this out and put in a Shrader. So difference, right? This is a PRESTA. All right. Basically, unscrew the cap. It has a like a self-locking valve, right? That's how you put air in and out of it. It's got that little locking nut, kind of holds that valve shut. So, you know, a little bit more security there. Key benefit of the PRESTA: smaller. If you compare it in size, obviously smaller in diameter. But if you want, you got another bike and you're just used to those Shraders, you know, drill this out, 8mm hole. 8mm hole will drill that out. So again, that's the difference, basically the diameter. Pressure differences, you know, word is the PRESTAs will hold more air. Different applications, different uses. You know, air conditioning systems in a car have got hundreds of PSI. You know, I'm not going to get into the debate. So big reason for it: diameter, a lot smaller, smaller rims. You know, more aerodynamic. You know, you'll see on those road bikes. You can also get extenders to go on these, and most tubeless systems will use a PRESTA valve. So let's get into. You know what, let's take one apart, right? I got a little tool to actually stands, you know, no tubes, is a core removal tool, right? You can get this, I got mine on Amazon. Check the link below. I'll show you, point you to where you can get this. Also on my website, DIY Mountain Bike. I'll have some pictures of this, you know, with tools that I use, recommend, okay? So let's cut this guy open. All right, so I got my knife. Cut this guy open real quick. Was thinking about it. I'm not going to take this apart because it's gonna let my air out, right? But I really quick grabbed a spare tube. Let's back you up a little bit. I'm hoping you can see that. Got a tube. I carry extras, even though I run tubeless in my bike. If you get what's called a snake bite, basically a rim pinch, it will on the sidewall, you know, your fluid, your basically latex isn't going to fill it. So, all right, let's get into this guy. All right. With the stands, goes over, right? And you basically unscrew it. And what happens is that valve will come right out. Right? That is the PRESTA valve right there. You see, get you a little bit closer there. Again, if you're running tubeless, right, it's smart to take this guy out. Put your your latex in, whatever fluid you're using, your sealant, and then that way you're not gumming this up. Put it back in afterwards, right? Again, there's like a keyway inside the stands tool. You just put that over, tighten it up. All right, let's go into airing or pumping up a PRESTA valve. A lot of the small pumps will be what's called auto select, meaning it makes, can tell the difference between a Shrader or a PRESTA. So again, unscrew it, right? It's nice to tap it real quick. This one works by pulling it up. That's how it locks down, right? Just like that. And start pumping. And then to take it off quickly, right? Another thing, or other pumps, my floor stand pump actually has two different sides, right? Has one side for the Shrader and the other smaller side for the PRESTA. And then how it works, let me see, I got this bike is way up in the air. You put it on. Oh, let's unscrew that, right? Put it on, lock it down, and then pump as normal, right? So that is the PRESTA valve. I hope that helps. Hey, if you got any comments, check it out below, write it in. Plus, on my website, DIY Mountain Bike, I have a comparison, PRESTA valve versus Shrader valve. Cool, thanks, thumbs up.